And that agenda is clear. Continue the mission of where his forefathers stopped. They have an agenda, an eternal agenda to penetrate not only the southwest, but the whole south. The communique that was released yesterday was written by one Eze. Eze is an Igbo name. Okay, so this letter, written to the governors of the southwest, are warning them that the Yoruba Muslims should have what we call religious freedom, that they must have equal rights just as the Christians in the southwest. This is a letter not written to the Yorubas alone, but a clear message sent to the whole southern Nigeria that the Sokoto Caliphate has the full intention to expand beyond north. They have every intention to fulfill that conquest, to Islamize the whole of the southwest down into the Atlantic Ocean. So that yesterday, that note is a very instructive one to every Christian believers, to every Southern traditional believers, that the war of 1804, the mission to Arabanize, should I call it Sharianize or Islamize, the whole of Nigeria and attach the name called Islamic Republic of Nigeria has been reignited. Oh, sorry, it was never dead. It was only, it was only slow pedaled for a while. Now that we have a Muslim presidency, one of the deals the current president of the day had with the caliphate was Islam will have its way in the south. Of course, you will see the president has been quiet. He doesn't want to have any conflict with these people because he believes that religion is a powerful tool in the hands of the imperialists. Yes, the Sokoto king, the Sultan, is an imperialist. And if you look at history, if you look at how imperialists have always conquered people in a mass, it has always been through religion or through, most times it has always been through religion. When they come, they give you their religion, they give you their culture. The way Usman Naforio used to conquer the houses, when he went there, he met them. Some majority of them were Muslims already. It wasn't Usman Naforio that took Islam to the Hausa land. It was the Turks. Okay, the Turks that were trading with the Egyptians who came in through the Sahara Desert, started trading with the Northerners. But when Uthman Danfodio saw that these guys were liberal Muslims, in the southwest today, there are Muslims, but they are liberals. These are Muslims who didn't care about drinking alcohol, who didn't see it as a sin that it is wrong for you to drink alcohol, provided you drink it within your limit. I was in a BRT the other day. Right in front of me, I saw a Muslim guy. How did I know? He had the black dot on his head, and he was having a trouser that didn't touch his ankle. I saw the guy brought in, all this sachet alcohol. I think Amarula or whatever. This guy was sipping it. I didn't even give a damn, but I knew he was a Muslim. I was just smiling, and I felt, well, if this was in the north, I'm sure he would have been persecuted. Yes. So you see, the ideology of this Sultan interfering in Southwest religious conversation is an overreach. It is an overreach. You are now doing beyond your own territory. You have your Sokoto to govern. You have no business extending your advice to us in the Southwest, and by extension, the Southeast, the South. He has no business. Why would you be bothered that we in the Southwest are engaging our fellow Yoruba Muslims that you can't do your Islam, but it is totally wrong for you to now start saying you want to have a Sharia court? because your Sharia court will not only adjudicate cases for Muslims alone, because there's no way you identify a Christian from a Muslim in Yoruba land. We all are interwoven. You can go to a place now and you find the traditionalists, the Christians, the Muslims, all having nice time, and then you said the Sharia police come around and then pick everybody. No, this guy is a Christian, this guy is a Muslim, this guy is a Muslim, and meanwhile he's a Christian. Before you know, you take him to the Sharia court and tell him drinking, the offense of drinking is 100 strokes of cane. And by the time the guy would be telling you, I'm a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, you would have flogged the hell out of him. So we do not want such confusion. Look at what is going on in Kano State. They tell you Sharia laws are for Muslims. In Kano State, an Igbo man, a Yoruba man that wants to own a pub, that wants to hold a recreational centers that will be open for alcohol consumption, you see the Isba coming in there to attack him. The guy who identifies as a Christian, I'm a Christian. They say no. This is a religious place. This is a Muslim community in a secular country. Let's listen to
You see, we have always said it that the agenda of the Fulanì is fully awake and alive. You see, the Fulanis in their lifetime have always been intentional. They don't make mistakes. But one thing that is certain about the Fulani is they are very patient in the pursuit of their goal and agenda. And what is that agenda? Islamization of the Nigeria as a country. The great desire, the greatest aspiration of the Fulani is to ensure that that pretext, Islamic Republic of Nigeria, is achieved. You know, today we call Nigeria Federal Republic of Nigeria. What the Fulanis really want is Islamic Republic of Nigeria, whereby if you are not Muslim, you will not have access to certain rights and opportunities. The Sultan of Sokoto, who has been known to be the should I say the chairman of National Society of something Islam in Nigeria, because he is the one that commands and controls the Islamic affairs, a Fulani man. By extension, it simply means that he is the one that calls the shots when it comes to the religious affairs in Nigeria, whether you are Igbo Muslim, whether you are Yoruba Muslim, whether you are an ethnic Muslim, whether you are a Middle Belt Muslim, whether you are a Kanuru Muslim, you pay obedience, you pay respect to who? To the orders of Sultan of Sokoto. If Sultan of Sokoto says that today we will no longer pray towards the east, we will start praying towards the southeast, every Nigerian Muslim has no choice other than to follow suit. A Fulani man instructing you. But you know, when it comes to Christianity, that is not the case. No one man can give command, instruction to Nigerian Christians. The Christian Hausa will worship God the way they deem it fit. Okay? They will fast the way they want to fast, because it is believed that judgment is left for God. But in this instance, the judgment will start right from the palace of the Sultan. Why? For what reason? What is the motive that the Sultan will have the temerity, will have the urgency, the will to write a letter to the Southwest governors, asking them that why is it not a situation of live and let live? That why are the Southwestern governors molesting the Yoruba Muslims? You know why he's saying that? They want a situation that they have in the north, whereby Sharia today is the order of the day. In the north today, you cannot have an alcohol parlor, a beer parlor. You cannot have a bar. You cannot have a restroom. You cannot have hotels. You cannot have all these recreational centers without the close approval of the Sharia. In a country that we say is secular, I mean, if a country is secular, it simply means if I find a space beside a mosque and I decide to use that space for whatever business that I like, maybe I want to have an open bar for people to come and drink alcohol. Maybe I want to have a motel where I'm going to turn girls for men to come and relax. It is a secular state. The mosque will not have any right by constitution to question my own establishment. Okay? Because it is constituted that Nigeria is a secular state. But this is against the desire of the Fulanì oligarchs. This is against the lifetime desire of their forefather who started a conquest in the 1804. This was the man who started a conquest in 1804 in Sokoto. They started conquering the Hausa people because Sokoto was originally for the Hausas. All these lands, all these places, they did what? They wiped out all the Hausa leaders. Having wiped out all the national leaders, they installed their own self in their positions. They did it to an extent that they got to the northeast into the Kanuris, territory. They did it that they got into the Yoruba territory in Ilorin, whereby they displaced Afonja. On what basis was Afonja displaced? It was because Afonja said he was not going to accept Islam. Afonja said he wasn't going to be a Muslim. And when Alimi went back to Danfodio, Danfodio told him that how is it possible in a place that you guys are not even the majority? A keferi means a pagan. How is it possible that a pagan will be your leader? My friend, go back there and do everything possible to topple him. That was what Alimi did. Alimi went to Ilorin, he did it, he toppled Afonja. They didn't just topple him alone, they took his life. And today in Ilorin, now the Ilorin are the one in control of the political affairs. So the Sultan of Sokoto is writing letter to the southwestern governors. How is this his own problem? The southwesterners are saying that southwest, the Yoruba territories will forever remain secular. If I want to carry my you know what they call Ebo? Ebo in Yoruba means our rituals, right? Our local sacrifice. I can decide to take my sacrifice in the broad daylight and go to a junction and pay homage to whatever idol I decide to worship, whether in the night, whether in the morning, because it is a secular state. They can't do that in Ilorin today. They will tell you that Ilorin is a Muslim state. You cannot come and borimbe sagu. So this is what the Sultan of Sokoto wants. That in Lagos State, if Christians want to have an open crusade, they will tell them no, it is not possible. If they want to do such in Oyo State, that is the agenda. The agenda is in Ibarapa, in Iseyin, Shaki, all these places in Oyo. No, when they start applying Sharia there, the Christians, the apostolic, whatever they are, there are various dominions of Christians, they will not be able to have open crusade anymore. So this issue about Sultan of Sokoto trying to enforce Sharia, the southwestern governors are even. Dapo Abiodun just issued a memo about 1 hour ago. He said that the Sultan of Sokoto must be very careful that we do not want Sharia court in Ogun State. These are conversations that we are not supposed to be having as a nation. Our religion is supposed to be personal. I don't have to know what you have, what you believe in. It shouldn't be my problem. It shouldn't be my concerns. But when a woman who worshipped Obatala was gobstoned in Ife by Muslim faithfuls, they said it was against their tenants. The question is, was she worshipping that Obatala in front of the moshalasi? No. This woman was going on her own and they saw the need to stone her. So we have to be very careful. The constitution has said that Nigeria does not belong to any religion. As far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigeria is a country without religion. And Nigeria is a country that respects all religion. So the supremacy, that religious supremacy that they have now put upon themselves, that no, live and let live. If we want Sharia, let us have it. It is their right. You can see the Fulani's mechanisms. This is how they push people. And it is unfortunate that as of today we now have so many Yoruba fanatics who can even unalive, they can buy their own fellow Yoruba men because of religion. Yes, you see your brother that you guys grew together, the same mother, the same father, but because you are still a Christian, one has become a Muslim, then one of you is now an extremist. It could be from the Christianity side, it could be from the Muslim side, but because of extremism that is unchecked by the government, one will just go and buy the other one. But it is common for the Muslim guys. You hardly see with the Christians. You hardly see when Christians go and attack someone who is carrying out his religious, rituals. You hardly see it. What they will do is they'll just face their own way and leave. The highest thing they will do is they will intensify their prayers. So the Sultan trying to push, stylishly, they think they want to do this subtly by using some sense. He don't cast. This is 2025. This is not 1804. This is not 1821 when you defeated Ofonja. This is 2025, and all the southwestern governors are saying no to Sharia. They want to penetrate the Yoruba land. They have not been able to penetrate Southeast. Southeast has been telling them, we don't want Islam. Openly, the Igbos will tell you that they do not believe in Islam because it is anti-progressive. It is Islam that will tell you that you should not believe in Western education. Islam will tell you that not question your leaders. In their religion, they can tell you that you can marry a 12-year-old child. Unless if the parents give consent to it. I mean, these are the archaisms, the anomaly they want to push. You know that when they bring Sharia into Southwest, let me tell you one of the examples of what will happen. If you have a sexual intercourse with a young lady of 13 years old, they will oblige to go to Sharia court. In the Sharia court, that is not an offense. They will tell you, get married to her. But in Nigerian courts, that is what? Minor sexual abuse. Okay? That is minor sexual abuse. So these are the issues, these are the things, and I'm so glad that the southwestern governors are rising up to this fight. They are speaking up, and they are being decisive that the southwest will remain a secular state, a secular region, and it will not at any point be overridden, be taken over by the Fulani's scheme of Islamization. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.